So I want to share with you a conversation I had with a friend of mine. He's getting very, very rich with Bitcoin and MicroStrategy, etc. I'm very glad for him because he took the time to learn about finance and he invested. He went all in. But I had a conversation where I told him that I sold my position in Solana and what is it, Chainlink. And he was telling me recently that, Peter, you should have kept your Solana holdings because it's growing so fast. And my counter argument is that I knew a little bit about Solana. It allows Bitcoin to run faster, but I realized that with artificial intelligence, I don't have time to keep track of Solana and Chainlink anymore. And I have Cardano, so I'm going to keep it till it grows in price and I'm going to sell it off. Because if I sell it off today, I'm just losing too big. I just want to keep Bitcoin and Ethereum. And so I tried to explain to my friend that it doesn't make sense for me to stay in Solana or Chainlink because as a good investor, I would have to keep track of their technological developments, right? And I don't understand them well enough to invest in them. So my philosophy, my principle is that I have to understand what I'm getting into. And Solana and Chainlink and Cardano, they're great and they're going to be useful for sure, but I just don't understand the business model well enough. I don't understand the applications well enough to invest in it. I understand Bitcoin. I can give a 1 hour seminar on Bitcoin. Ethereum, maybe not, but basically Ethereum allows for the programming of smart contracts. But anyways, um, but I don't understand the other altcoins. And so that's the philosophy I have in business. If I understand a business, my business or other people's businesses that I can invest in, then I can go all in because it's a matter of knowledge. Either I know how it works or I don't. And if I don't know how it works, like totally, because as an investor, you have to be very rigorous in your understanding. If I don't know how it works, then I'm not investing, I'm gambling. So yeah, I could gamble with Solana, Chainlink, or Cardano, or other altcoins, but that would be gambling. And so I'm not saying it's wrong. There are people who have gambled on Solana and they have won big time, but that's not my philosophy. And one person who helped me to develop this principle is none other than Albert Einstein. He said one day, he said, what I find most incomprehensible. Okay, so this is Einstein. He says, what I find most incomprehensible is the fact that the universe is comprehensible. In other words, Einstein could not understand how it is that the universe could be understood rationally, scientifically. And so I have the same approach in business. I understand how business works, how a business organization makes money from scratch. I can give you a whole seminar of 1 day or 2 days on how a business organization operates, its functions, its processes, its people, its strategy, the business plan, the competition, the industry, and so on and so forth. So I'm in a good position to create a business or invest in businesses because it's like as if I had a x-ray vision. I could see inside of a business, and if I talk to the business owner for 20 minutes, I have a good understanding of how they operate, how they make money, how they generate profits, and what the risks are, who their competition is, including substitutes or potential entrants. But Solana, Cardano, Chainlink, I can't even talk for 60 seconds on those altcoins. And so if I invest in them, it's like I'm throwing money away. I could win, I could lose, but it's just gambling. It doesn't involve my intellectual faculties. And this is what I want to encourage you guys to develop. You have to decide from now on whether you're going to follow Einstein, who said that the universe, and by extension, any industry or any business, is 100% comprehensible, understandable if you make the effort to understand, Or you're going to follow somebody else on YouTube who's telling you, oh, Solana is exploding, you should invest in it. Like, who are these guys on YouTube anyways? They're giving you information for free. So you have to remember, you get what you pay for. They're not giving courses on business. I give courses on business. I used to charge $80 an hour to teach digital marketing at a college since 2017. I quit in January 2023. So my students can trust what I'm saying because I'm actually charging money for that. The college can trust when they hired me on contract because I showed my resume, I showed my results in the past, right? And so when I speak, money flows into my pocket because my knowledge is valuable. You can bank on it. In fact, with some of my clients, I would even tell them, I'm going to rewrite your copy. I'm not going to charge you anything, maybe just a cup of coffee. And when you make money, then I'll get a percentage. I am that confident in my knowledge. So that's what I want to share with you. You have to get to a point where you understand a business. Could be your business. It could be businesses that you invested. You understand it so well that you can give a 60-minute webinar, minimum 60 minutes minimum. And you talk about it and people go, wow, this person really knows that business. If you can talk and teach for 60 minutes, then you truly understand what you're talking about. And you're in a position to invest in it, or you can launch that business yourself. But if you cannot teach or explain to a friend in 60 minutes a particular topic, industry, or business, then you don't have enough knowledge to invest your time, your energy, your money into it. And this is very important because knowledge is the ultimate wealth constructor. Knowledge allows you to create wealth, but most people don't understand what knowledge is. What you see on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, that's not knowledge. That's just information. Knowledge is the capacity for effective action. In other words, if you have omelette knowledge, it means that you can go into a kitchen and you can make an omelette. That is knowledge. But what we have today at university, including business schools, I went to McGill University Faculty of Management from 1996 to 1999. When I graduated, I didn't have knowledge. I had a diploma. If I had knowledge in business, I would have been able to build a business from scratch. And that tells you that even a practical faculty like the Faculty of Management or most business schools in the world, they don't give knowledge to their students. Because when their students graduate with a Bachelor of Commerce or even an MBA degree, they can't do anything. They, maybe the MBA graduate can manage an existing business, but he's going to be managing a particular function and he's going to use equipment and processes and systems that exist already. So he doesn't really master business administration. And that's kind of like a Ponzi scheme. But anyways, my point here is that you have to know what you're doing. You have to understand what you're getting into, whether you're investing your time, your energy, your money. You really have to be rational about what you're doing. And if you're launching a new business, for example, you're creating a video documentary, you're creating a video course, you're writing an ebook, you have to be able to explain in 60 minutes exactly what you're doing. What is the value? What is the value proposition? Why do people need your ebook, your video documentary, your video course, your software program? Why do they need it? Do they need it urgently? Is it a big problem, the problem that you're solving, the pain that customers have that you're trying to alleviate or eliminate? What is that pain? You have to explain all of that in 60 minutes. I'm not talking about a business plan. I'm talking about just you talking to your smartphone the way that I'm doing right now. You have to explain. Like Kaiser Soze in the movie The Usual Suspects. Tell me every single detail, every last detail. You have to be that thorough, that rigorous, because this is your business. This is how you're going to be making money and take care of your family. This is how you're going to be spending the next 3 to 5 years of your life. You got to make sure that you can explain what you're doing rationally. Otherwise, it's just something that a lot of children, women, whatever, they're doing. They get into their passion. They're not making a dollar. And that's because they're not rational. So you got to be rational when you go into business. And once you adopt this rationality mindset, then it's easy street almost, because you can explain everything you can correct yourself and you can produce the results that you want.